This trip was an amazing trip. Our first day here, we learned that roads are really windy because of all the mountains that are around, and that even though one thing can be like really close to each other, like by like lengthwise, it could still take you like an hour because you have to go all the way around the roads. It was amazing getting to see all the kids and stuff because they loved watching us show them all of our chemistry. It's really cool. One kid called me the devil because we used sodium polyacrylate and with water, which solidifies it, and he was like, how do you, and I dumped over a cup that they couldn't see in. They thought, and he's like, magic. It was really cool. I really enjoyed seeing the community out here. It's definitely a lot different than what you see in the States. Oh, there's a lot of friendly people when we were just like exploring the town. And then we built a house, which was really cool. Hashtag Rappy Block. It was a really cool experience. I think we did it in about like 4 hours. We got a few cuts and scrapes, but that comes with territory building a house. It was really cool. We also got to meet the woman that's going to be living there. She was really sweet. She thanked all of us for that. I think that's about it for like the biggest things that were there. It was a really cool place, and I hope to come again.
And today we get to do a site build. And so what that is we are building a home together, which means we're all learning some awesome lessons of teamwork and cohesion. And then also it is just wonderful being out here and doing this awesome thing.
Start the window here.
Well, my name is Landon Murray. I'm a senior at Austin Peay State University with the chemistry department, and today we have been constructing a 16 by 16 house built of interlocking blocks that can easily stack together. The main thing that I did specifically is I was down at the bottom of the hill and putting sand in buckets so that we can create the concrete. Over on my shoulder up the hill, did it about 12 to 15 times. I lost count. It was quite a workout. It's been a blast. The area is beautiful out here. Really reminds me of home.
This has been a very wonderful experience. Our students get to have first-hand experience of what it means when we speak of service learning. This is probably one of the best experiences for all of them, and I can tell you that they'll never forget it. We're having fun, and it has been a blast so far.
We moved like 1,300 blocks, still going. We had like multiple people across passing blocks to each other, so.
Hi everybody, I'm Emma. I'm from Austin Peay State University, and today we're out here building this beautiful house. It was a very interesting process. I've never done anything like this before myself. So we actually had like 3 giant piles of these interlocking blocks over here, and so we had to make like an assembly line all the way down the hill. That was the hardest part, was getting them from the top of the hill to the bottom of the hill. Then we stacked them up on each other, and they like perfectly like interlock, and so that made it easy to make sure everything was straight. And then they took concrete and poured them in between all the holes, so that will harden later. Yeah, now we're almost done. They're putting the roof on, so it's been a great day. It's been fun. It's been a lot of hard work, but it's definitely worth it.
I'm gonna miss them. And Norland as well. Let's not forget about Norland. Norland is the bus driver, and I accidentally left the acetic acid in the compound, and he went and drove to the nearest pharmacy and got them for me, which he totally didn't have to do, but he did anyways. So I really appreciate that. His driving was great, better than Tim Hines. I'm kidding. So I just really appreciate everyone here and the hospitality. You can never replicate the happiness that we all experience here, so it's amazing. She brought us here, and if it wasn't for her, I would have never discovered this place. And I'm glad. She was so happy too. She was so happy every single day. She was so kind to the kids and attentive to the kids as well. And she was also very patient because I know it got a little rowdy. And she was a great mentor, as well as Dr. Chaparazza. They were all great.
My favorite thing by far was just driving through the cities. It's seeing all the houses built up on 90-degree inclines. It's sort of inspiring that people are just so determined, even in the most impossible of environments.
Very good.
This week we performed 5 different demo shows for students. We had 2 elementary school shows, 2 middle school, and 1 high school show. We visited a whole bunch. The students did all kinds of things. They did the Mentos and Coke, that was always our finale, and the kids always went crazy watching the giant chute of Coke spraying out of the bottle thanks to the Mentos. We did little things that you wouldn't even think about, like styrofoam and acetone, but then we did like invisible ink experiments with phenolphthalein, and we were going to use a ammonia-based glass cleaner, but theirs were alcohol-based, so we actually had to kind of make our own ammonia-based cleaner, which was kind of fun. They just did so many fun ones. The Whoosh bottle was fun. We put a candle over cool food coloring, and then alcohol glass jar. Lots of fun stuff. So the students really just, I think, enjoyed, both our students and the Honduran students really just enjoyed the experience.
All right, yeah, so we got to perform demos, chemistry demos for elementary, middle school, and high school students here in Honduras. And it was really exciting. It was a great experience for us, and it was a great experience for them, I think. There was lots of engagement on our side and their side. We got to practice a lot of how we communicate science to others, and they got to see a lot of cool things that they don't normally get to see in the science aspect of academia. A lot of them were super fascinated by the really fun ones that we got to perform as well.
I loved all the nature, first of all. The biodiversity here is crazy. Just like everywhere you turn, there's a different type of plant, and the mountains are beautiful. I love mountains. And the waterfall trip was the best. Definitely my favorite part, even though it was like pure, regular, just personal enjoyment. And seeing the cities, like when we went to Santa Lucia or the Valley of Angels, like the artwork there and the architecture is gorgeous. And there was one thing that particularly an image that stands out in my mind is, I think we were on our way to see the windmills, and you can see they have these fields where people have farms and stuff, and then you have the mountains in the background and the windmills around, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Good morning. My name is Tim Hines, and I'm the Executive Director of Inter-American Restoration Corporation. We're here to facilitate groups coming to Honduras and help them logistically to get places, do things, and accomplish things that they want to accomplish. One of our main concerns, though, is safety. Of course, safety for us is a really big deal. Everywhere you go here in Honduras, we need to make sure that you and your team are safe at all times. We have professionally trained drivers that keep us all in the right place at the right time. We also are very good. We kind of pride ourselves on making sure that you have a safe place to sleep at night with good water to drink and good food to eat, and make sure all that safety is there. When we're out on the streets, though, it's a different story. It's a different story. We all just have to be aware of our surroundings and make sure that nobody gets in fights, and then, that everybody just is just good. We're here to love people. No, we've never had an incident at all. Not one time in 32 years.